I don't have a dramatic entrance. I don't know how to do one on here. That'd be interesting. I probably have to start the broadcast, have like a video preloaded with sound or something, and then just play it. Play it when I go live, and just let it do its thing. How are we doing tonight, Liam? How's the saving for Gen Con looking? Your dramatic entrance. Too true. It was a very interesting debate last night with the whole God thing. I definitely I do agree with him to like it's a very abstract thought to an extent, like yeah, like all of creation type deal. I know there's a lot of different thoughts on gods are the center of belief. The more faith you have, the more powerful they are. But like that to be having said that, well, what about the power to create all of the things? Like if they needed you to be that powerful, they wouldn't have needed to. They wouldn't have been able to make you in the first place. So a lot of very high philosophical questions going on. I did like the concept of like a god's avatar, like how they materialize in the material realm, and that having a stat block that can be killed. But I mean, my world, there are several gods, but like destroying one doesn't really destroy one. It just causes it to like be remade in some way. Yeah, I mean, an aspect, an avatar. I'm good with either of those. But I've definitely thought through that same process before. Like I think Critical Role did it with Brendan Lee Mulligan running the what was it, the precursor to Exandria, the Calamity, like the build up, and like one of them is like a paladin that's facing Asmodeus, and he just like snaps and kills him and rebirths him, and it's like, I mean, yeah, that's exactly how I expect a fight with a god to go. Very, very interesting concepts. But I also liked your arguments about like reshaping, like having it reshape the world and faith and everything like that. It's definitely one of those. I think it's one of the most difficult things about world building. Like I think a lot of people steer clear of it. Like they have their gods, but don't make them a big interaction because it's just such a big power difference. Like that it's. But I also love the concept of like the matron mother. Like how did the matron mother ascend into deityhood? Like one of those big mysteries. Yeah, yeah. To your point, killing the god and take the god's place. How did the matron mother do it? Um, so yeah, they're good concepts. They're good concepts. Absolutely fun to play with for sure, for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, we're leading up to my a big scene. I know my friend doesn't watch my live stream, so I can talk about it here. But I mean, do we have any more? Before I get in, I was just wondering if we are gonna have any more participants, but that's okay. I'll get into it with you. So here's what's going on in my 3.5 game on Sunday that's coming up. So here's the situation. This is the campaign leading up so far. So it started off with me and one other character. My character's name is Ronan Nash. He is an Assassin Creed type rogue character based in like total inspiration from it. Like take the ideas of the Luxon Beacon, like from Critical Role a little bit, and basically he is a part of a brotherhood of assassins that uses the Luxon Beacons to be reborn, and their job is the balance, to fight for the balance of the world. So, if order is becoming too much of an issue, they take care of the order. If freedom is becoming too much of an issue, they take care of the freedom. So, secret order that's been going on through generations and throughout different worlds too. And that's my character. The other character, his name is F, and he is a pimply 17-year-old, and mine's only 18, so keep that in mind. 18-year-old, like son, like bastard son of a mafia boss of the same town that we grew up in, and just ran a bookstore for them that has its own little secret hideaway. And our friendship was really established on a night that we were playing chess together, and some guy he was supposed to hide, he left in there too long and died of asphyxiation. Anyways, long story short, what happens across the world over the course of our campaign is this. The world is slowly taken over, and the humankind is being basically eradicated. They leave dwarfs. I mean, anyone who fights them dies, but they're not really going after dwarfs, elves, or any of the other ancestries, races, or whatever. And they're only going after humans. They're only ridding the world of humans, and they've been basically kidnapping women, and they killing the men if they fight, and then basically the women are used in this like they're brought to a secret place that has a dimension open to it, and these are interdimensional beings. They're called the Kaishe. And these interdimensional beings basically go to worlds. They have take all the humans, take all the women. They are the epitome of creation, which is what they are, which is why they're being used this way. But basically, they become part of a tree that has roots that go through a portal that are connected to their god. And they're I don't know if they're trying to bring back their god, if they're trying to sustain its life force with humans, but there are portals across different planes, dimensions, worlds, across those different dimensions. And we found this place. Now the only real like I think magic does half damage, but like the only real big weakness they have is actually seawater, is what we discovered. So here's the deal. We found this god. We're running out of there, being chased out of there. But we have a moment. We have a chance. We have a portal, like one of those black hole portals, portable portals. We have a mage that can do like earthcraft, like let's make a little secret hideaway at the entrance above it, and we'll go up there, we'll put up the portable portal, and then we'll connect the other side of the portal at an ocean. Like put it at the bottom of the ocean, let the water flood the thing, kill all the bastards. That's the idea. And no, I have no money. It would take a lot of subs, a lot of subscriptions, purchases. It would take a lot. Like there would have to be a big major change in my life in order for me to go to Gen Con this year. I'd love to, but it might be a next year goal. But anyways, this portable portal, that's the plan. We put the portable portal there. We put the other side of the bottom of the ocean and flood the thing, kill the god, kill all these creatures essentially the hope is that if you kill the god, all the other creatures will die. That's the hope. Like we don't know if that'll happen, but if it kills that, it might, remove all the portals, saving all of humankind across all the different dimensions. That's the hope. Now, here's the problem. The other side of the portable portal is in a area of this world, the world of Ronan, called the Shattered Lands. And yes, my name is very similar to the name of the world. I didn't know the name of the world when I made my character. Ronan, the world, is spelled Ronin, and Ronan Ash is Ronen. So slight difference. But the problem is the portable portal is in a place called the Shadowlands. The Shadowlands is like a place where there's time distortions. Like in a nutshell, it's probably just like the Shadowfell has leaked through the material plane, and this is the Shadowfell in the material plane. Very dangerous, time distortions, all that, and once you get in there, it's really hard to get out. A lot of people who go in there never come out, or when the ones who do, like, feel like they've been gone for decades, and they may have been gone for like days. So lots of issues with going there, trying to get the portal and get it to the ocean. We wouldn't even know where we're going, except we have a lantern of never get lost. So we could go through the portal, peel off the on the other side, and then use the lantern to get out of there, going towards the closest ocean, where we will drop it, the portal, in the bottom of the ocean, and try to save the world. That's the goal. We might not, if we do this, might not save the world for decades, if we even make it out. Like, the place we're going is extremely dangerous. Like, we're probably gonna die. Like, but my character, Ronan Ash, world of balance, balances out in the world. He feels it is truly his mission to do this. He will die trying, as far as he's concerned. If not in this lifetime, when he's reborn, in the next. Like, that is his goal. Some of the other party members are on board. 2 of them are on board. 1 of them is a little wish. The 2 paladins are on my side. The cleric recently joined and is not really sold on this plan. Fine. F, the very person who has the portable portal and the lantern, refuses to give it up. He refuses to give it up. He refuses to even negotiate. I've tried talking to him as his friend. I'm like, man, like, look, I need to go. I need to do this. This needs to be done. You can look for another solution on this side. I'm going to go do what I need to do. This seems like the only way that this is planned. So, tell me, what would you do in the Assassin's plan? Year of build-up of shit, of us fighting each other, not fighting each other, fighting unkillable fucking beings in this world, of just straight disaster. I've lost family members in this world to the Kaishe. What would you do? For me, I'm like, I need to use paralyzing strike. It's the death strike or whatever it is for 3.5e rogue assassin. But paralyze them, take the stuff, and go. Like, that seems like my only option. But what do you think, Liam? As for what's coming up for, while you answer that, what's coming up for DC20 Forge? Here's what's on the docket in the immediate future. And let me see if I can. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can share this. Let me get the right thing up. I just added this to. Too bad. What's his name isn't on here. Onyx isn't on here. Because let me. What is this? This is. I don't even know what it's called anymore. What is the Windows freaking search engine called these days? Nope, that's not it. File Explorer. No. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the right thing to pull up here. Man, I don't like any of these. None of these look right. All right, let me see what I got here. No, that's not it. Let's see. Nope. Can I not pull it up? Nope, that's not it. No, I can't seem to figure it out. But on the website on DC20 Forge, where the patch notes are on the dashboards, I have attached a link to Trello, which this was a much requested feature. But here is what is on the docket for DC20 Forge. So, integration with Mirrorscape integration with Arc and Forge are slowly in the works. Those are going to take a little bit more time, but they're off my end and they're on theirs. I expect Mirror Escape to be something we get kind of digging into next month. But the future ideas that I am playing with for myself is, other than fixes, I have to work on infusions soon. I have to fix the attribute increase problem for should be 2, not 1. I think I fixed that yesterday, but I gotta double check it. But like a multi-classing bug with the innate power is not quite working the way it's supposed to. But here's the future ideas. Number 1 is to update the DM screen to allow users who purchased modules to at least be able to use the scenes and encounter sections of the DM screen. So on the free plan, they don't get full use of the DM screen, but if you purchase the module, at least you can go in and do that. I think that's a fair thing to allow. And I want people to get a sense of what it's like to even use the scene function on the DM screen. So it might be a little bit like sneak peek function on the DM screen, and a sneak peek on running an encounter. So I think that's fair. When you purchase it, you do get those encounters from it in the first place. You can read from the book, but what fun is that? So that's number 1 that I wanna update soon. And then the second future idea is a little bit more ambitious. I haven't quite figured. I attempted it once and it did not go well. So I have to rework the idea in my head before I tackle it again. But it's to connect the dice rollers of character sheets and the DM screen that are connected to a campaign, so that users can see each other's roles. So there, and the way that I was initially implementing it is being that you can do, like, the DM can set it. So the DM sets it to show all rolls, where, like, anyone who rolls, the dice will roll across the screen. You'll see who rolled, what they rolled, what the results was, modifier, everything like that. So that's option, and then that is option 1 of that. Option 2 of that is you can do a private, so you can choose a only DM sees the player rolls. And then the DM can also just choose individual people to only share roles with them, or turn it off completely. But ultimately, it's meant to be a way to kind of just like, it just feels like you're playing together if you're playing on DC20 Forge and using the dice roller. So that's kind of the big things that I'm looking for in the immediate future, while I'm waiting for Mirror Escape and Arc and Forge to kind of get back to me about the VTT aspects of DC20 Forge. Bro, I'm really sorry, but it's been a long work day, so I was kind of zoned out while you were telling your story. Well, you can go back and watch it later, Liam, and you can comment. I'm sure it's an awesome campaign. I'm just really not interested. No worries, man. You can go back and listen later. Be honest with you, I'm not interested in this 3.5 campaign. That's fair. It's less about the campaign and more about the critical decision that I have to make. Is like, I feel like I have to betray is the wrong word. I feel like my player feels betrayed by the other player, and I pretty much have to, like, attack him, take what he needs, and leave. That's pretty much what I feel like my character has to do. I've never been a big fan of players who fight players, but just like, even my DM's like, he's not leaving you any choice. Like he has no plan. You have a plan. You got to do what you got to do. Is this a solo developer project? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean DC20 Forge? DC20 Forge is solo developer? Yes. I am the solo developer of DC20 Forge. If you mean, is it a solo developer project in term that and I'm gonna put a little asterisk on that, quote unquote, because there are definitely some things I've gotten help with, like Onyx Studios. He built the dice roller, so I have to give him credit for that, and it's an amazing dice roller. I couldn't do it. I tried. I couldn't come up with a good dice roller, so he helped me out there, and he also built the random monster generator. So he basically used his resources he built for Foundry, and he helped implement it for DC24. So he's definitely been a major help. He also put together the Trello. So technically solo developer, but technically not. And then when it comes to Mirrorscape and Arc and Forge, obviously those are not me. They are other functions, but they will end up ultimately connecting DC20 Forge to a VTT so people can use the resources of this. I also know that Onyx plans on allowing people to convert their characters over to his video game from DC20 Forge. How difficult would it be to put costume images on the encounter builder? What do you mean, costume images? So as YouTube finally sees me as #1. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's definitely, it must be a total number of comments things. But yeah. How difficult would it be to put costume images on the encounter builder? I still don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean like monster images? Is that what you're talking about? Like, and as of how difficult it would be, it would just take up space. I mean, there's a couple ways I could do it. I mean, one way I'm kind of thinking of that would be easy to do. And again, this really just stems from like me not doing it until monster images are out. Custom images. That's fair. Yeah. So like I was saying, this really comes down to me not really doing that until, and again, custom's fine. But like the DC20 official monsters, like he will ultimately have images for those monsters, I'm assuming. And so what I can do is put little thumbnails on each of the monsters in the in the initiative tracker. That'd be easy. Like right on the edge next to the name. Maybe before the initiative, after the name, or before the initiative. I don't know, but I could easily put that. But other than that, it's hard for me. And just as I'm just seeing this as someone who has used the encounter runner for his game, like the monster cards take up a lot of room. And I don't know if I need to find a way to make them smaller or what, but like if you have more than 3 monsters, more than 3 different types of monsters, they take up a lot of space. And so just being able to, like, just adding a picture is just going to add up, taking a lot of room. That's the only thing I worry about there. I'm certainly open to the idea, and it's something we can talk about and see if there's a way we can make it work. But I just worry about that. Like, when you're scrolling up and down on the monster cards, looking through stats and actions and everything like that, it's hard to do that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, like putting little images on the initiative tracker, like little thumbnail things, like little what's it called? Um, Thumbnail's fine, but I was thinking of the icons. I think icon's still the wrong word. I can't think of, but yeah, little icons like with little images I could easily do on the initiative tracker, but it would just be like a headshot image type deal. And again, like the main, I can do custom ones, but the main thing I would really save it for is making sure that every monster is paired with its own monster thumbnail picture. But I do like the idea, especially if like since we added the images for characters, if people have images on their characters, then their thumbnail ones can go on there too. So yeah, could be cool. I can add that. What you could stack the monster cards on top of each other and be able to cycle through them with arrows. That's a thought. Maybe have it cycle through, have it automatically bring up the one at the top to be, I'm going to put that on Trello. Maybe have it automatically bring the one to the top is whichever one's highlighted, because when you start combat, I let it run. So whichever's highlighted, I can bring that one to the top. That's not a bad thought. You're certainly not looking forward. Not that often. I'm usually looking in the moment, what can this monster do? I'm going to add that to the Trello right now. Future ideas. So add monster images to initiative tracker. Parentheses custom. Add cycle monster cards based on turn. Boom. All right. There's a couple ideas right there. This is why I like these things. Give me more ideas. I need more people on here giving me more ideas. How can I make it better? This is where we need to get all of our people from the Discord on for like a team meeting. But that was a great idea, Liam. I do like that. Very helpful. Very helpful. But those are the major things right now. Is I'm gonna look at those two things. But the first thing I think I'm gonna focus on is making the DM screen. Well, again, I think I really have to focus on the infusions, and I tried to get to it today, but it was just such a busy day. But making at least the 0 power ones minimum of 1, and the only thing I just haven't had a chance to look at, because I did get an updated magic item properties power level thing from one of the from like Dustbreaker, and I just have to go through. I think I have just to make sure which ones have the right power, but it's odd. And again, maybe I'm just not looking at. Maybe I just didn't see or was looking at the right PDF, but the magic power of a lot of the items, cost-wise, should be equal to the magic power of it. So it's, I wasn't really sure what that person, I forget his name, on Discord was saying about how some of them were off. And again, maybe it's just because he's looking at the old and I've got the new, or maybe he was looking at the new and I've still got the old. I have to go through that and figure that out. But I remember going through it on my birthday weekend, but I could have missed stuff. Though on having multiple character sheet themes. Thought on having multiple, sure. And I'm talking to Coach on this because one of the things I don't want to do, I have what I have right now because I just was trying to make it look good. I'm by myself here, so I've used AI to obviously create a lot of images, and totally fine for now. But what I want to do, and Coach is going to try to help me out with this when he has more time. He's too busy right now. He doesn't need to worry about this right now. But going forward, if once you can make like once it's got a certain number of subscribers, I can justify going, hey, I'm going to hire someone to kind of redo the art. Give me some hand-drawn stuff. Give me original stuff. Pay it forward. Support independent creators. And just let's just redo this. Let's make it look nice, but like with a an independent artist flair, and design those themes. So that's my initial thought. There is that skill challenges. We should be able to set DCs manually and add trap challenges. Is it not? I could have sworn I fixed that. Add trap challenge. I don't think I have trap challenges. I think you're right there. But skill challenges is meant to be an all-encompassing, unless you're just talking about a category. But I could have sworn I maybe that was the social challenge I allowed for manual resetting. I need to fix the skill challenge. Let's find out. Oh, excuse me. Wednesdays are long days, my friends. They're long. All right, I'll fix that. Yeah, use DCs and trap challenges. Boom. Got it. I'll add multiple character sheet themes to future ideas. Multiple character sheet themes. Multiple dice themes. Though I may need to rely on Onyx for the dice theme since he's the one who built the dice roller. What other ideas we got going on? Well, it was nice to have Casey in for a little bit. Kawano Kitsune didn't last long. Hopefully he got his question. Hopefully he got his question answered before he left. Let's see. What else can we do here? Might just need to make it a short video, just because not a lot of people on right now. We got some big ideas out. I told my story, my quandary, my big problem for Sunday, which Liam, you were no help for. But long day. Totally get it. Totally get it. All right. I may just call it early. Not a lot of people on tonight. Totally fine. But I'll respect whatever you wish. Do you want to stay on, Liam, or do you want to call it early? Short and sweet one. You know I'm still on that attach audio files to stop lock train so I can add some effects actions. I get you, but it's beyond me. That's the only problem. It's beyond me. I need to find someone to partner with or something. I don't know who to reach out to for that. I'll add it to the Trello. But Mirror Forge actually, Mirrorscape actually may have something going on there. So I'm gonna. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Hopefully that doesn't cost you your Gen Con. What was I saying though? What was I trying to go up? Oh, I'll put it on the Trello. I'll add in the music board, sound effects board. But Mirrorscape may have that, so it may be something that like I let the and I know Arkenforge has it. I'm pretty sure, or at least they have a way to upload sounds. Which if you have your own stuff, you can like I do, like you can do that. But I feel like I got to leave it to someone more capable of music than I. But or I just need to find a partner. No worries, man. I hear you. No worries. Yeah, we'll call it. Long day. Sorry for the bad news, man. But thank you for jumping on anyway, and thank you for the productive ideas. I updated the Trello to reflect that, and so it'll be cool to kind of see this board get filled out over the course of time, and see how people like it, and yeah, all right. Appreciate you. Thanks, man. Appreciate all your help. I hope everything works out. I hear there's ways to hack those things. I would go to ChatGPT and go, how do I reduce my medical bill from the hospital? And they might give you some hacks. I would start there. So I hear there's like ways you'd be like, hey, I can pay all of it right now, but I can only pay this, and I can pay it right now. And they might go, oh yeah, we'll take it. I've heard stories like that. Don't know if it's true. Don't take that as sage advice. All right, man. Have a good rest of your night. I hope things improve, and I'll talk to you soon, I'm sure. Stay clever. Play smarter.